Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Segan Show. Diana Ross, I'm coming out. For some reason, that's the gay song, and it's the gayest song, and I have to admit that I love it. But this show is actually gonna be something that I don't think I've shared with many people. It's either you've been there, you've known me long enough to hear it, or you're just somebody who's been recent in my life that actually asked me about it. But this show is going to be about my coming out story. For those of y'all who didn't know, yes, I'm gay. A lot of people feel that I've become more confident with it than when I was a teenager and when I was younger, for the people who know me. But trust and believe, it was not an easy task to get where I am today or where I was. I was 15 or 16 at Redan High School. Redan, class of '01. And I'll never forget me, my homegirl Karen, my homegirl Rachel, I'm going to call all names out, and my homegirl Della was chilling at the table. And me and Della, I was flirting with Della because I was trying to still play boy. And I think Rachel was a little jealous of it. So I was disrespectful and I said, you know, you just mad because you no pound. I said no titty, less than 50-pound hoe. That's what I called her. And so I think it might have hurt her feelings a little bit, but she got me good. Because like we was walking down 10th grade hall or sophomore hall, whatever you want to call it. And just out of nowhere, she's like, Segan, that's why your faggot ass is gay. And like the whole hall just got quiet and it was like a TV show and everything was like, whoosh. So for the rest of that day, I remember me and her were just going back at it, and it got to the point where I was ready to fight her. That somehow got back to her big brother, who I was scared of at the time, and then he started threatening me, and then all of a sudden it got to my mom, who we went to her house, and my mom and her mom were trying to talk, and her mom was like, I mean, everything's okay. We all know that Segan's a little sweet. So, seeing that happen, I love my mom for this because all she said was, excuse me. And then when Rachel's mom said it again, my mom was just like, oh, okay, well, Segan, you need to stop hanging with her. Rachel, you need to stop hanging with him. Y'all just move on, so on and so forth. And my mom didn't even say anything to me that night, but the way it really came out is because the next day she overheard a conversation, a phone conversation. So, yeah, parents, sometimes give your kids the space. So that's my coming out story. It's not always easy for everybody. It took a lot for me to get to where I am today. I don't think that everybody's going to be, you know, up to just come out and put their stuff out like that. But I will say, if you're in your 30s and you live on your own and you are still DL, to each his own, that's your business, that's your pleasure. But I just don't agree with putting people in, you know, their emotions in danger. Dudes, if you know that you messing with dudes, girls, you know, well, I guess dudes won't matter, but it's like if you know you messing with the other sex or the same sex, at least give the other person the option of saying okay or nay. I don't agree with that. Like, being bisexual to me means that you do mess with men and women, but if you're going to do that, make sure the man and the woman knows, because when they find out about the other, because they will one day, it's not going to be cute. So, again, this is not forcing people to come out. This is just my coming out story. I just want to show people that it's not always easy. You know, the most comfortable people that you see does not always have the easiest coming out story. So, if you do want to talk to me, I am here. And until then, I love Miss Diana Ross's I'm Coming Out. And I don't do drag, but still, I want y'all to get to know that. But I love y'all. Y'all my peeps. And remember, I'm coming out. Ow!